I have a question for you. Do you like free games? What if I told you you didn't even need to download this one? You could save on storage space and just play it free in your browser right now. Well, then stay tuned because we just completed a project and I think you're gonna like it. It's got a great storyline, the humor is excellent, the pixel art is just amazing if you're a fan of pixel art or even Celtic stuff. And holy cow, the music was so amazing. All done by Shiroi himself, I believe, if I'm correct. It was phenomenal. So, to kind of start off, a couple of days ago, I was contacted by the director of this project named Shiro E, I believe. It could be Shiro the Third. It's got three I's in it. Could be pronounced anyway. But Shiro is pretty awesome because he let me know that our project was finally done. And he told me just today that I could put it here on YouTube to let you guys play it. And it was fantastic. I couldn't be more happier to be part of a project if you slapped me. Oh my gosh. It was so much fun to be a part of. And normally I would say that I hate visual novel games. And I mean it. I really don't like them. But there was something different about this one. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the pixel art. Maybe it was just the way that the characters moved. The script was so good. I didn't feel like I was playing a visual novel game. I really didn't. I hate grinding visual novel games. I hate having to click a bunch of times. But the pacing was so good and so perfect. And the comedy was just so on point. It was worth just sitting down and playing it. I loved it. I was very surprised. I think I played like 30 different visual novel games in my life, and there's only like two or three that I would ever return to, and this ranks right up there in the number one slot just because of how refreshing it is and how different a take that they did with how visual novel games are just experienced. I don't know really how to describe it. You just have to play it so in order to get it. So I'm going to give you the link here so you guys can see it. But this right here is Nya, or Cat Love Mouse by Shiro. And holy cow, he did an amazing job directing this. There have been projects that I have been a part of in the itch game jam community where so many things just get discombobulated and then the projects wind up dying. This was so different because when I was a part of this project, I was actually contacted and he said, "Hey, I only have like a few days to do this, but can you do a couple of voices for me?" And I said, "Oh, absolutely, sure." And the communication was so good and so awesome that I was able to just get in the lines. And he sent me back some communiques and said, "Well, can you do these lines and these lines next? I'm writing the script as we're going." I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, sure, absolutely." And so we just kind of ran with it, and he refined things as we went. And we were able to get them in, and I didn't have time to be able to be with the other voice actors in the project. And he was just trying to do all the voice directing for them, and I was trying to get the lines in myself. But it was so cool because he had enough faith and trust in me to be able to deliver the lines that I tried to send him several takes of different lines just to make sure that I was getting the right tone. And I had no idea what the other voice actresses and actors were doing or if the tones would match, but this is why comprehending a script and its context is so important as a voice actor, because you can get a line that says, "Are we there?" And you have to go, "Well, how does the character look at it? What kind of context?" Do we go, "Are we there?" Are you bored? Or are you actually curious? Are we there? Or maybe it's a nervous character. "Hi, sorry, don't mean to bother you, but are we there?" Or maybe it's aggressive or sarcastic. "Are we there?" You have to try to be able to put in some of these little nuances and try to get them in right. And it was so much fun to be able to do, and we got enough of those lines sent in, and he was able to go through them, and he trimmed some of my stuff down so that he used only the ones that he really needed. And holy cow, I don't think it could have turned out any better in any shape or form, because the way that the voice actors and the way that the team worked together, all of the artists, it turned out so flippin' amazing. It was beyond anything that I was expecting for an itch.io game. And if you've been a part of any game jams on itch.io, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes they fall through, sometimes you come up with a half-finished product, and then sometimes you come up with a product that is super glitchy and super weird. This wasn't that. There are certain things like where if you're on a mobile phone, for instance, you may not be able to see the text, but overall you can play it from beginning to end to its completion, and the voice acting, I was really amazed. I thought that my lines weren't going to come out very good because I didn't have any communication with the other voice actors and actresses, but it did, and it worked so stinking well that I think I've learned a lot from this. And I think it just kind of goes to show, too, that even if you don't have table reads with all the voice actors and actresses together, you can still turn out something of quality, and it still sounds like you're actually talking with the characters. And so I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys in case you're doing one of these projects on itch.io, or if you're a voice actor and you're trying to figure out, well, how do I do lines without talking to other voice actors and actresses? It's all about reading the script and understanding the context. And I had to do something really interesting this time that I haven't done on past projects before. Because we were so strict on time and we needed it in as fast as possible, and the script wasn't necessarily all the way done, he actually sent me some of the code for the game so that I could see the script in that format, in actual RenP coded form. Now, this is kind of unique because as a voice actor, typically you're not a programmer necessarily, right? But I have had some experience in HTML code and in a little bit of DOS. So I was able to actually pull it out, and I was like, oh, I know how to open this document. I know how to use this file in Notepad, and I can actually read and interpret everything that's going on, even though it's code. And so I was able to see all the different lines and what the context for each of those characters was. And so that was really, really helpful because I could see what the player was going to do, and then I could see how the other characters were interacting with each other in the script so that I could come up with my lines in a more organic feeling way. So you may have to do that as well if you're on one of these projects too. And so I just wanted to kind of say that in regards to, kind of the behind the scenes stuff that went into this. And it was so cool and so unique to be a part of. And when it came out, I was just blown away by the quality and how fun it was. I usually don't have much fun when playing visual novel games, but I was I was getting a kick out of this. It was amazing. So yeah, definitely if you have like 5 minutes of your day, go check it out. It is so much fun, and I've played through it multiple times, and I've gotten, I want to say like 4 or 5 different alternate endings. So there's a lot of replay value in just that 5 minutes that you can spend on it. I probably spent more like 20 at the end of it, but yeah, definitely go check it out. I'm going to put the link here in the description, and if you don't want to take my word for it, then just look at some of the reviews that some of the people have left on this game. I was actually very surprised when I saw the initial ranking, but it's kind of interesting because we placed in the top 20 out of 51 submissions. I think it was 51. It might be 50. But I think that is partially due to a bit of a late submission for the game, and I think that was what really constituted why it went down to 18th place, because I think if everybody had had a chance to see it and vote on it, I think it would have ranked way higher. But I was very, very pleased and so happy to be a part of this, because when you're part of a project and something comes out so quality that you're just so proud to be a part of it, that's one of those things that's why you want to do the job or want to be a part of it, right? Is to be able to get that feeling of, oh, yes, see that? I was a part of that. And so that's what I want you guys to feel like whenever you guys are doing projects and stuff like this, because that's what I feel right now. I'm at an all-time high, and this is great. So please go check it out. And yeah, as you play, see if you can figure out which characters I voice. I voiced 2 of them in the game, but you'll only get to know if you can find the true ending. So good luck guessing and see if you're right. So yeah, that's enough of me talking. You can go play it now. Stay safe out there, and thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. If you want to continue to join me on my voice acting journey, then don't forget to subscribe to me on YouTube or join my Patreon for more videos where you can hear practice reads, blooper reels, or even my experiences of getting into voice acting. Who knows, maybe you can even join this disabled guy on his journey. Thanks again, and as always, stay safe out there.